Hi, welcome back. I'm Ryan. This is my garage. I'm going to carry on working on the Honda CB250N. I've got more work to do on the frame. I've got work to do on the rear mudguard. I don't know what I'm going to get onto next. But let's get started and crack on. Please do like and subscribe to this channel to give me any support you can. Thank you. So last week where we left off, the rear mudguard had been stripped down. I've replaced the tin. What I need to do now is address the condition of all the metalwork. It's clearly corroded, needs preparing, needs treating. The plastic's quite dirty, actually muddy, so let's clean them up, see what I need to do with those fixings there, and with a bit of luck at the end of today what we'll have is a mudguard which is in a state ready to be reassembled. In addition to the mudguard, the frame has been hanging over the last week, just curing the paint. That should be relatively hard now, so I thought I'd give it a clear coat, or clear lacquer, just extra protection. Can't see any negative sides to doing that, maybe or maybe not necessary, but let's see if we can't get that on later today as well. Okay, so I've stripped the rear mudguard down further. There's the tin work that I'm beginning to clean up. More to go, but it's cleaning up okay. I've removed the rear light, managed to get all the original screws out, which are pretty good condition other than the ends, which are corroded. So give those a clean. Got the original fixings with the rubber mountings out. The rubber is actually okay. It seems quite flexible. The lens is intact. The light reflector seems okay. So we'll give this a good bath, clean all these fixings up and reassemble. Okay, so that's all the metal cleaned up, prepped up, treated with cure rust. So that's all drying before I give it a primer coat. So whilst all that's happening, cleaned up all the back and masked off everything that's not metal on the light. So that's ready for some coating. So now turn my attention to the frame. So suspended it from the rafters, and it's all nice and clean and clear. So now I'm going to give it a clear coat. Okay, so acid etch primer applied to all the tin work and the bracket and the fixings and the back of the light, and one coat of clear coat lacquer applied to the frame, and I think she's looking pretty good, at least for someone who's never done it before. So one of the jobs I need to tackle in the near future is trying to clean up this engine. It's clearly quite tarnished, corroded. There is a crack. I know there's a crack down here. I don't know what the consequences of that are going to be. I thought what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and cosmetically clean it up, then assess the health of it, and if it needs to be rebuilt, then I'll rebuild it after it's been cleaned. If it runs okay, I'm a lucky boy. But any suggestions how I clean this up? I'm thinking a brush, a copper brush to begin with, to take the worst of it off, and then start polishing, or possibly even light sanding. I've seen all sorts of different suggestions. I'm clearly an expert because I've watched some videos on YouTube myself, but I've never tried it before. So suggestions, advice, all welcome. Thank you. Now all I've got to do is remember how to reassemble all the bits I've cleaned up. Oh dear. Okay, that was much harder than it should have been. So apparently the bolts that hold the indicator stalks off, I've put somewhere else, and I was trying to use the wrong bolts. But that is it. It is up together. It's looking pretty clean. I'm happy with that, and nearly ready to go back on the bike. Well, that was ultimately satisfying. So there's the before, and there's the after. That, I think you will agree, is much better. Which begs the question, until I start the engine, what do I do next? Which bit makes sense to tackle in what order? I've got brakes, instruments, carbs, not sure, swinging arm bolts maybe, levers, bags of bits, a brake caliper. I'm not sure what to do next. Is there a logical sequence I should do this in? Anyone done one before? Like to offer any suggestions? Thank you. That's all I've got time for today. Not sure what to start next, but please like and subscribe, and give me all the encouragement you can, and I'll start on the next component next week. Thank you.